Anyway, what the hell are we talking about? I don't even remember.
I don't know. I've got stuff to talk about.
Sorry, man. I'm still laughing at you. That guy in your building. When I pulled up to pick him up, there's a guy at the front. He was driving. What was he driving? Like a
Renault or something?
It was a European car.
Yeah.
It sort of looked like that Chrysler. You know, that big bottom.
It's one of the cheaper European cars. the wannabes.
Yeah, but he had like a grey like fucking suit jacket, neat fucking fade. Like he looked like he'd just come. You know what it looked like? It looked like one of those makeover shows where they take some scruffy dude and revamp him and then bring him back.
Like a scruffier Shane McMahon.
Yeah, actually that's a good one. Or no, what was his name? That other David King.
Yeah.
It looked like David King. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked exactly like fucking David King. I was going to pull up a photo of David King now, but
And you needed your phone for that? I've got a giant screen in front of me.
Sorry, man. It's not my fault. Yeah. And then I asked, because he was staring at me. When I pulled into the street, he walked past me. And I just stopped, messaged and said, hey, I'm outside. And you're like, oh, give me 2 minutes. I'm like, all right. And then he came back around.
What was I doing?
Oh, the cat. And then the cat. And then when he came out, got in the car, I'm like, who's that there? I don't know, man. Looks like his wife's left him. Because he had that big Target bag. Like, he's gone through the breakup and he's gone and picked up, like, white goods cheap. You know what I mean?
I don't know. They're just first impressions.
It's actually a sad thing. Have you ever known, like, people, like guys especially, that have, like, been with the missus for, like, 10 years and then...
Yeah.
It's actually really hard to watch, man.
It is, yeah.
It's like, I had a mate... I don't know if I've shared this on the podcast, but I had a guy living in my building, and I called up another mate of ours. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm with such and such. He got robbed. I'm like, what? He got robbed, bro. I'm like, from what? And he just started laughing. He's like, oh, we're at like IKEA or like Good Guys or something. Guys, I think. We're at Good Guys buying shit. I'm like, what happened? He's like, they broke up, and like he came home and like the whole house was cleaned up. Like, literally everything.
Wow.
Almost everything was gone.
That's nuts.
Yeah, and just watching him, like, piece it all back together after that was just fucking horrific, man.
Yeah, it's rough. It's very rough. I hope I never go through it.
No. It's just funny because of that guy, David King.
Yeah.
Moving into your building.
In the boot. Don't even know if he was moving in. He could have been dropping off to where. Here's your shit back.
Here's more of your shit.
Yeah.
All right, man. What was I going to ask you? Oh, it was something about gaming again, but I can't remember fucking... No, I don't know. Did you see all that shit that happened with Ayers Rock?
No.
Uluru?
Oh, yes.
Have you followed it?
Yeah, the racism thing.
What racism thing?
Oh, no. All right, keep going.
What racism thing?
Oh, I didn't read into it, so I don't know too much about it. I just saw, like... some politician or something was being done because they said something racist about Uluru or something like that.
Are you thinking of Trump saying...
No. One of our politicians.
Because Trump's in hot water now because of his comments to Alexandra AOC and there's like 4 different senators, 4 different congresswomen.
Yeah.
And he basically... he tweeted out saying something like... These so-called progressive Democratic congresswomen, are so much for expanding and blah blah blah, and like supporting our minorities and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see them go back to where they came from and fix the situation there. And then, blah blah blah. But like 3 out of 4 women were born in America, so they're all now. It's like he's racist. Like it's more or less like the nail in the coffin as far as that racist argument.
Man, I don't touch.
It's just funny because that's what Dawn Fraser did. That's what Pauline Hanson's done forever.
Yeah.
That's what fucking that other stupid mole on morning TV, Sunrise or whatever it was.
Oh yeah,
she said it about Kyrgios.
Yeah, I remember. Her,
yeah, I put it up. She said it. Nothing even happened. He's a spoiled Greek brat that should have been slapped as a child.
Yeah, well, she probably did if he was Greek.
Dude, what do you mean though, dude? Like,
we all got slapped when we were children.
Yeah, but I think I did a solo.
I know what you're saying.
I did a solo podcast on it. It's just like,
Oh, you do solo podcasts, do you?
yeah.
I'm not good enough to get the old text message, hey, what are you doing? Do you want to come in on the podcast?
Are you serious? You haven't? Actually, you don't even follow this fucking thing.
I do. I listened to your last one. Your cousin or something. 8 Ball? Was that?
Look how fucking
8 Ball?
Look,
You bitch.
look how defensive.
In fact, to show you that I did listen, I've got a story about balut, which is that little egg you guys were talking about, because I've eaten it.
Balut. Oh,
The undeveloped, or the half-developed egg.
yeah.
Yeah. See, I listened. Dick. Don't support me.
No, I'm just. No, I'd done one I think I did it right after. I do them every now and then, man. If I haven't got time to pick someone up, or
Yeah, I know. I'm like 2 minutes from here. But
I used to do them from home if I couldn't be fucking to the studio. Yeah.
You're getting very defensive.
No, I'm not getting defensive. Like, you're fucked. This has been at work for 3 years. You rock up for 1 week and all of a sudden, like, I'm meant to be fucking jumping through hoops. Impress your fucking ass. You're a pussy, man. Are you serious?
Oh, I'm crying. You made me cry.
How did I make you cry?
Because I'm laughing.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm filling with this. Cheap shit, man. You alright?
That's what we can afford.
No,
That's what you can afford.
Dude, that, yeah, that, what's it called? That little split divider, sound?
Yeah.
That was like $3 off eBay.
That's pretty good.
It does the job. I literally just needed the audio for the headphones to be split between. Yeah, like what else am I meant to do?
I don't remember what we were talking about. Do you have something to keep going, or?
No, I was just going to say, what's it called? Uluru.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's got to do with racism. 2 years ago, they enacted a thing saying that eventually they were going to stop allowing
People climbing?
Uluru.
Yeah, I think briefly saw this.
Yeah, based on the fact that people have died.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, people die like climbing that thing.
Well, I mean,
yeah, it's a
climb anything, yeah.
big rock.
Die,
yeah, people die. So it was
Like, are they free climbing?
No, you just trek up it. Like, you can walk it. It's steep as fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they stopped, like, it was 2 years ago. I think it was 2017 when they actually said it. I actually wrote it down as well. Hang on.
You think for a tourist thing, they'd actually have a proper...
No, but it's not a tourist. That's the thing. It's a tourist Oops. It's a tourist thing without being a tourist thing. So basically, there is, like, some form of... there is some form of, like, organisation there, right?
Yeah.
But to local indigenous tribes, Uluru is a sacred monolith.
Yeah, blah, 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 yeah.
It's a sacred ground.
Yeah, sure. So is my toilet.
What do you mean?
It's sacred. Don't step into my toilet.
No, I'm
Use your own
serious.
toilet. No, I'm serious
You're
too.
being such a racist cunt
I'm
right
not.
now.
I'm not at all.
I'm saying it's sacred to them.
Yeah.
Like, through thousands of years,
All right.
they've seen it as a ceremonial ground.
Well, you know what? If they come into my house and want to use my toilet, I'm not going to let them.
Why would they?
Because it's sacred.
Yeah, but they don't.
Where are they going to shit?
When has an Indigenous Australian ever come to your house to shit?
I know some.
You're a fucking idiot. Stop being a troll, man. Anyway, so 2 years ago they commissioned that, like, eventually it would be cut out.
Yeah.
And they all...
Do they own the land? Who owns that?
It was their land.
Yeah, but who owns it?
Well, that's the thing. It was their land.
Yeah.
Then it got given back to them.
Right.
So they own, like, it's sacred land. They own it.
Yeah, but that's what I don't get. Like, we live in an age where people pay money to buy nice things and own things.
Yeah, but they were... Dude, they were the indigenous owners of this land, man.
Yeah. Do they use a phone?
White people... That's got nothing to do with phones.
I'm just saying, do they use technology?
I wouldn't know.
Well, they got the money for the technology. They got the money to buy the land.
But they owned the land, dude. They were slaughtered to get off it.
Ah.
They'd be such a white racist cunt right now.
Why are you bringing up old things like that?
It's not an old thing.
It is.
People are still living on that.
That's like saying I hate Germans because of what Hitler did.
Wait, hang on a second. That's two different things.
No, you get over it.
No, wait a second.
He tried to take over land.
Well, they didn't get over it. They're still paying reparations.
No, but I mean, like, you don't hate the Germans for it.
A lot of people do.
Who? Well, they're being racist. You can't hate a race just because of what someone in the past did. That's not you.
You really don't understand world politics, do you? Okay, do you want me to break it down into how Indigenous Australia... colonisation of... Hang on. Do you want me to explain the difference to you? Because I will.
I don't want to because I don't care enough about it.
Yeah, but you should. Only because you have that viewpoint, and it's a very uneducated viewpoint.
All right, go for it. All right, here we go.
No, because you're coming off as ignorant, and that's what I'm saying. Like, there's two differences, okay? What happened to the indigenous Australians is what happened to, the Incas and Aztecs of South America and Central America.
Yeah.
Okay? England, okay, sent their colonies out to Australia.
Yeah.
They discovered land.
Yeah.
And it just started literally a sweep and clear of whoever was here.
Yeah.
To claim the land as their own.
But that's what all places have done, right?
I'm not done yet,
Yeah,
man.
all right.
Let me you don't even... Oh, but that's what everyone does. Well, let me finish.
Yeah, all right, keep going.
But people were here for thousands of years, thriving in societies,
Yeah.
okay? So then these other people come over,
Yeah.
liquidate them, right? Colonization. What Adolf Hitler did with the Germans, they were already established nations. He felt that they got a raw deal coming out of World War One.
Yeah, that's only because of technology they're established.
What?
They're only established because of technology.
Who?
The other countries. That's what I was saying about if they have technology now.
What do you mean they're only established because of...
Because in their terms, their land was like hunting and preying and, they didn't have like iPhones and Androids and computers.
But James Cook didn't have iPhones.
Exactly.
So what does that got to do with anything?
It's the same. It's the same level of... Hitler invaded at the same time frame, at the same age development as when Cook invaded.
No, he didn't.
It's the same time frame.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Okay, for one, Hitler and Germany invaded Poland in 1937.
Yeah, but Germans had way more advanced secretive technology than other countries did.
So what's that got to do with Aborigines and...
I'm trying to say, like, the same time period.
Well, no, it's not. They're about 100 years apart.
In what way? Oh, you mean from when they first became...
Do you want the actual statistic on that?
No. I'm just trying to say that I find it the same. I can't see...
Okay, I'll explain to you why they're not the same.
I'll keep going.
Dude, I'm being serious.
Oh, I'm taking you seriously. Okay. I'm trying really hard to grasp this.
What Hitler did was mass genocide.
Yeah.
Okay? That was because he felt he got a raw deal. Germany got a raw deal out of coming out of World War One.
Yeah.
So he basically created a false enemy the same way Trump created the Mexicans and the...
Oh, the false flag thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right? So basically created a false enemy in Jews and, like... Everyone.
Yeah.
Gays.
Yeah. Anyone that wasn't German.
Threw them all under the bus and through force and mass genocide because he had a greater plan of wiping them all out.
Yeah.
Indigenous Australians were here for thousands of years. They had societies. They had territories. There were so many thousands of different languages, indigenous languages. And, like, every territory was different. Like, Victoria was split up into 100 different colonies, like... As in a settlement, of native Australians.
Yeah.
Then the English came and literally just cease and desist, sweep and clean, mass genocide. They're gone. Anyone that doesn't resist can be reformed into, into Christians basically, and we'll use them as slave labor and all that sort of shit. So,
same as America.
America.
Yeah, they had the same thing with the Indians and all that. Blah blah.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Yeah, well, yeah, Native
they befriended
North America,
yeah.
They came in and wiped them out. That's the whole point.
Yeah, but we have morals now that say to us, that's wrong and we shouldn't do that because in this day and age we shouldn't do that. But back then, I mean, it's different.
Yeah, but they're still making reparations. Dude, Germany only just paid Greece back for the German World War II reparations like maybe 5-6 years ago.
Well, so, I mean, but what I'm trying to say is, like, I like to get to the point of things. So... When you have, like, a society who's sitting there, like, complaining about it every day of their life, like, go out and get a job, just come up to the level that society's currently at. We can't go backwards from here. We can't just... Can we go backwards?
But what has that got to do as far as restoring reparations?
No, I'm just saying, why...
No one's going backwards.
Hang on, because we're talking about ancestors, right? We're not talking about current day and age people.
No. What I was saying was, with Uluru now, the whole thing was... 2 years ago, they basically put in an act, the government put in an act saying, we're going to stop people from visiting, from climbing Uluru, because it's sacred land to, like, the people that actually own the fucking land, right? It's like the same as the Vatican or, anyway, hang on, I'll bring that up in a second, right? 2, people are killing themselves.
Yeah.
3, they're destroying the vegetation and, like, the natural like, people are lining up for, like, a kilometre with cars, garbage, all that sort of shit, destroying the ecosystem there.
Yeah.
They're also doing shit like fucking, like having fucking root or like doing nude runs and shit like at the top, playing golf off the top when it's a sacred fucking land. Like, it's disrespecting it.
Yeah.
Now the whole argument with okay. So there's that, right? You had Pauline Hanson, you had that other fucking muppet that goes on, the project all the time. I keep forgetting his fucking name. He's got the glasses. Whitest Aussie ever. Yeah. It was on Sunrise or something
Is he
this morning.
racist dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I keep forgetting his fucking name. They were both on saying, oh, it's ridiculous to shut down tourism at Uluru. It brings in so much money and blah, blah, blah. Paul Hanson's is like, they opened the airport and there's a fucking resort there now. And
There is an airport. I forgot about that. Yeah.
it's like, she basically said, the economy's hinging on this now, la, la, la.
Yeah.
It'll make as much sense as to shut down Bondi, right? Like, you wouldn't shut down Bondi Beach,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. There were three white panelists all discussing this without actually having a fucking Aboriginal elder or anything representing them. And you cannot compare Bondi to Uluru because Bondi is a cove on the beach. It's a beach cove. It's not fucking it's not sacred land. It's a beach cove.
But I think they're talking it as in terms of like popularity amongst tourists.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, it's like.
But what does sacred land mean?
Okay, well, consider it
anyone?
this. Consider it this. Yeah, this was the other argument that came up. The Notre Dame, the cathedral that fucking burnt down. Mm-hmm. That was disgusting, as far as I'm concerned. A fucking building burns down. Overnight, they raised nearly $1 billion to fucking save it.
Yeah,
$1 billion, man.
Yeah.
How the fuck did they manage to do that?
Yeah, that was worldwide, right? The donations were worldwide. Yeah.
These fucking dudes with money just came out saying, yeah, save it.
Yeah.
It's a fucking building, man.
Yeah.
The whole area surrounding the Notre Dame is full of fucking slums and beggars and homelessness and shit like that. How can a building getting burnt down raise $1 billion? But we struggle. Dude, I tweeted about it. Hang on. I put up a fucking tweet the week that all happened. And I'm going to find it because, it pissed me off. I lost my shit. Hang on. Wait a second, it's going back a bit. When was that?
Oh, so what was over a month?
Hang on. I'll arrive.
Because I got Assassin's Creed for free because of that. It was a free download.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just to like celebrate or raise awareness of it or something.
I post a lot of shit on Instagram, like random shit.
Ubisoft raised like $500,000 for them.
For what?
For the tower.
Oh, really?
Because they made it in the game.
Yeah.
And they sculpted the tower back off from the game because it was so detailed.
Really?
That's because they don't have blueprints for it.
Yeah, true.
They had to rebuild.
So they actually went to the gaming engineers and said, "That's crazy."
Yeah,
dude. I tweeted about it. I said a building owned by an organisation worth over $30 billion. The Catholic Church is worth over $30 billion, tax free, mind you.
Yeah. Because religion
burnt down, and overnight had $700 million donated to rebuild it.
Yeah.
All right. And I basically said, when I reached...
This is another easy Falau thing.
When I put it on Face here, on Insta, I said, a building fire wrenched the heartstrings of, like, megabuck donors.
Yeah.
Good Friday is going to look lame as fuck with their huddled masses and starving children.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you have, starving kids?
Yeah.
Give me a break.
I mean, like, this is the thing, like, it pissed me off as well, but then I thought, like, this is people's hard-earned money. Well, I assume it's hard-earned money. Like, I think they're free to do what they want with their money.
But it just highlights the hypocrisy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my point.
Yeah, they're not willing to help people that actually are in
but they're
need.
going to rebuild a fucking building
that has no effect on anyone.
That has $30 billion of its own at tax-free.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Now, the whole point about sacred land is the fucking building burns down and everyone loses their shit. Hang on. As far as sacred land goes, right?
Yeah.
Mind you, the Aborigines, the Indigenous Australians, treated Uluru as a monolith, as a place of sacred part and ceremony, where they have their own rituals, which have dated back thousands of years before white Europeans got here.
Yeah.
Okay? Would you ever allow anyone to fucking walk naked through the Vatican City?
Well, if they're nudists, that's what they believe in.
No, but they can't go to the Vatican City.
But that's their belief.
You
see?
Okay, that's their belief, right?
Yeah.
Sure. But they have their own policies and procedures in Vatican City on religious grounds.
Yeah. I mean, that's what bothers me the most. Like, you can say safety-wise it's not safe to do this, or ethically, like, children will see you and we don't want to, like, give them the wrong impression about nudists or whatever. But as soon as you say, like, sacred and religious, like, it's just I don't take it seriously at that point. Because these are superficial things. Like,
listen, you're trying to find a counter-argument to religion being something based on superficial...
I want a real...
Okay, you're never going to get someone to defend atheism or go against organised religion more than me, man. But that's the point. I still respect the fact that we sit here and we don't smoke on trains anymore.
Yeah.
We don't smoke in fucking restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah? That could be your belief. It doesn't matter. You can't go, you go to India. If you kill a cow on the street in India, you get crucified.
That's not true.
Hang on. According to Hindus, man, we're going by Hinduism.
Yeah.
India's is full of fucking Muslims.
That's a stereotype.
It's a stereotype, but at the same time, the cow
because they sell cow meat. They sell veal. They sell veal in India.
Of course they do, because there are Muslims there, and there are Christians that don't give a shit about cows. But the Hindus do.
Yeah, but they look at them more as a pet. That's what they say.
It's still considered a sacred animal.
No, it's not. That's a stereotype. I watched it literally last night. I thought the same as you.
Did you see this on YouTube?
It's a travel channel thing.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Where they're visiting India.
No, but don't believe anything on the internet.
But it was from a Hindu.
So what?
Well, I mean.
So
hang
what?
on, where did you get your stereotype from?
My stereotype?
How did you know that?
No,
how did you know that they worship cows?
I know. No, why? Because I've worked with Indians my entire life.
So? Why is someone telling you in person more credible than what you saw on the internet?
You just said this, dude. If I rewind 2 hours,
I know. That's what I'm asking you. I'm asking you a legit question. How do you justify the difference between someone trolling you or just making up shit face to face?
Because I'm not just going by one person trolling me. I hate it when someone takes one person's opinion, and says that's the fact.
Yeah.
Because that's how you get most urban legends. That's how you get most stereotypes. That's how you get fucking religion.
I agree.
That's not the point.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that Uluru was considered sacred ground. It still is considered a sacred ground.
Yeah.
And in order to rectify mass genocide, which completely debilitated generations of Indigenous Australians, you got to just cease and desist. Now, to have Pauline Hanson come out and say, oh, it's like, shutting down Bondi, it's going to kill the economy. It's like, dude, you're an idiot.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not siding with any of them because they sound like spastics. I'm just saying that as an everyday human being, that doesn't affect me in any way, shape, or form, and I couldn't care less about it.
What doesn't actually affect you?
The whole Uluru thing.
Okay. But that's you.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What's what I'm trying to say? Like, if you want to talk about...
But what... Sorry, I missed that... Sorry, no, I'll go back one sec, because I didn't mean it that way. I mean, like, as soon as you throw out... There's nothing that connects me to that story. Unless they said, it's really dangerous, people are dying. Well, okay, maybe I'll visit it one day, I don't want to die. So that will then get my attention. But to come out and say, oh, it's, it dates back thousands of years. Well, I mean, when did Christianity begin and doesn't go back that long and blah, 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 blah. So, like,
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is I don't like the comparison made by politicians that got no fucking idea.
It's all about the money for them.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you can't compare Uluru to Bondi Beach. You compare Uluru to the Notre Dame Church.
Yeah.
Because they're both sacred spaces.
Yeah.
And they both carry tradition and ancestry going dating back. Now Notre Dame Church got rebuilt overnight, like as in $1 billion.
Yeah.
Uluru dates back thousands of years, not just fucking 500.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about things that have no connection, man, here's something else I tweeted literally about a month and a half ago. Yeah. This was an ad. This was a article I saw on justnews.com or whatever. Right, just flicking through the things. Prince Harry will delay his overseas travel plans next week as the world sits on the edge of its seat for the birth of his first child.
Listen to me.
Hang on. And I
fucking hate this story.
I screenshotted it, dude, with another caption. More than 1.3 billion live in extreme poverty on less than $1.25 a day.
Yeah.
1 billion children worldwide are living in poverty, according to UNICEF. 22,000 children die each day from poverty. Dude, people were fucking walking around like, oh my God, are you excited? I'm like, about what?
Yeah.
Prince Harry's kid? No?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
There's only one time I sit on the edge of my seat.
Here we go.
And that's when things are about to happen.
I can feel the storm.
My mate said to me yesterday, he goes, I'm so sick of seeing shit on the news, which isn't news.
No.
About some guy having a kid. There's like once birth a second.
Dude, did you ever see the Bill Maher thing on it? He did a whole thing. Oh,
I think I did. Actually, I think I sat on the toilet the other day and I saw this.
Hang on. I'll see if I can pull it up. If I can't pull it up straight away, I'll just skip it and I'll find it for you later. This is seriously the greatest thing.
And finally, new rule, Brian Williams shouldn't have to go away because he lied. He should have to go away because the NBC Nightly News sucks. And so does the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley and the ABC World News Tonight with, I think Ken is the host of that one. But Brian Williams' lie about the helicopter, that didn't destroy his credibility with me. 10 years of wasting precious news time on bullshit stories about car chases and bears in a swimming pool and store clerks fighting back and returning soldiers surprising their kids at the big game and Powerball jackpots and that stupid fucking Smash tomato fight. That's what destroyed his credibility with me. So, I know what you're thinking. Who cares, Bill? Nobody watches broadcast news anyway. We get our news the modern way, from the video screen at the gas station. No, actually, over 9 million people watched Brian Williams every night, about 12 times more than CNN. Delivering the news is a sacred responsibility. It's telling us the important things we need to know. It shouldn't be a race to the bottom over who can attract more eyeballs with titillation. If it is, let's just get it over with and show porn in the last segment.
Oh, yeah. I'd enjoy that.
And we're almost there. The new thing is just to show a YouTube clip that's gone viral. It's like the news brought to you by your biggest stoner friend. You know, it's not news just because you have footage of something. Do I have to see every building that's brought down by a controlled explosion? Unless it fell on my stash, I don't care. You have 22 minutes to bring us the world. How does that leave time for the 4-minute segment on the basset hound that found his way home? Here's a crazy thought. Cut the story where the high school sweethearts reunite and get married at 80, and take an extra minute to link your endless weather stories to climate change.
Dude, I fucking love this guy, man. Seriously.
Last year, the NBC Nightly News spent a total of 25 minutes all year on climate change, the most important issue of our time. This is journalistic malpractice. And it's why I never thought of Brian Williams as a reporter to begin with. Because every night it's the same thing on the news. A couple of minutes at the top of the big story of the day, unless, God forbid, it's going to snow. If it's going to snow on the East Coast, you know where they live. And then nothing else is happening in the entire world. Brian comes to you live from the snowblower aisle at Home Depot. Like White Godzilla is on the way. And then the same thing always happens. Nothing.
Yeah.
It snows, they plow it, it melts, the end. Oh, the humidity. This obsession with weather on the national news is especially bizarre because if there's one thing that isn't national, it's weather. It's snowing in Buffalo? Great, but it's always snowing in Buffalo. And I don't care. I live in L.A. We don't need to know about awful weather here. Awful weather here is partly sunny.
David Duchovny, what a suitcase.
He's going to slam right now. He's like looking at it.
Anyway, after we get through with the weather report and maybe some shots of whatever photo op the president arranged that day, it's time for the medical segment, which is usually on obesity and a great excuse to run endless footage of fat people whose faces we don't see, walking in the park, sometimes alone, sometimes holding hands with other fatties, but always giant, jiggly fat people, preferably on a park bench eating ice cream to reinforce the message, boy, these people are fat. And then they interview a doctor who says, being fat leads to obesity. Thanks, Doc. And then the 22 minutes are almost up, and it's time for everyone's favorite part of the broadcast, the feel-good human interest story. Because America, you've worked hard. You've had to sit through 2, maybe 3 minutes of hard news, and you deserve a break. Something to make you think, gosh, maybe the world isn't so bad after all. So here's a story about a paraplegic ice climber who scaled a mountain, a latchkey kid who ran a canned food drive to cure cancer, the pitcher who won the big game to honor his dead twin brother, A hotel that welcomes guests with rescue puppies. A Minnesota high school basketball team on a winning streak. An old black veteran who's blind, but he still drives the school bus. Yes, they're all great, heartwarming stories. And there's a place for them. It's called Reader's Digest.
Fucking hell.
The shit that we think is news.
I mean, the news is just regurgitated rubbish. Half of it's made up anyway, but...
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it's always... it's the same fucking template every single day.
Mm.
And even... The problem with the news is they present one thing.
Yeah.
And it's usually in the opinion of whoever's presenting.
Yeah.
And then there's no counter-argument. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might have one white guy come in with glasses like, well, my opinion, I believe. It's like, who are you, man?
Yeah. Professor of blah, blah, blah. I've never fucking heard of no professor at fucking...
Yeah, but that's the thing. People, like, dude, so many people, like, our age, like, I don't watch the news, I think it's rubbish. It's like, yeah, it is rubbish, but you get news from anywhere at all.
Mm.
We need to know, man, like, whether, like, okay, look at it this way, man. Like, you said, like, the whole Uluru situation doesn't affect you one way or another, right?
That's an argument. Well, you know.
No, well, it's your opinion. Like, that's another argument.
But I mean, it's two sides. Your side, my side. Yeah.
But, like, you need, shit like this affects the Indigenous Australians from that thing. And then, like I said, if we're okay to sit around and watch Notre Dame get rebuilt overnight, $1 billion fucking dollars overnight to get a building fixed from 500 years ago or 300 years ago, then why are we okay to watch, like, fucking these idiots create an argument about sacred land to the owners, the traditional owners of the country we live in? Does that make sense? I just, the hypocrisy really fucking gets shown, like, comes up when it's shit like this, and it really pisses me off. Same with Prince Harry and his fucking kid. How is that news to us, man?
Yeah.
I understand they need to sell clicks, but at the same time, like, for fuck's sakes, man. But then, like, Good Friday pool rolls around, it's like, oh, give everything you can. Dude, you motherfuckers only dedicated 2 hours to this appeal on Good Friday.
Yeah. That's what I hate about the royal family the most. Like, they're filthy rich. For nothing, right? And I asked someone about, like, the Japanese emperor and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, like, what do they do? Like, they must be filthy. And they're like, no, they're, like, broke. Like, they are broke. Like, they just want the best for the nation. They're just like a symbol. It's got nothing to do with money. Like, they are broke as shit.
Really? I didn't know that.
They're broke.
Are you sure?
Yeah. They have no political power anymore.
Yeah, I know that. But they stood down.
They get no money.
Yeah.
They're dead broke.
It's like the Thai king.
Yeah.
He stepped away from aligning himself with politics.
Yeah.
And so, dude, the Queen was meant to have done that as well. They slowly, because coming in the 21st century, we don't really give a fuck about royals anymore.
Yeah.
But they're seen as these status symbols now. Do you know what I mean? And it's a form of fucking entertainment. And that's what pisses me off the most.
Yeah, it's a form of entertainment which makes money.
It's a form of entertainment. What the fuck do I give a shit?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
And a lot of people do. I mean, my Facebook feed blows up. And I'm not saying I hate you people. I'm just saying that I just don't see why you find it so fascinating that someone's had a baby.
Someone on the other side of the world. And that's exactly what I'd written, man. What did I say? I said, so with bated breath, the masses await the entry of a baby into a life of privilege, born from a life of privilege. Meanwhile, like, do you know what I mean?
They're going to, in 20 years' time, you're going to see them on TV, waving at crowds.
We've been watching the same...
Doing nothing.
We've
It's just
watched the same people fucking wave at us for the last 30 years, man.
Yeah, it's just repetition.
Do you know what I mean? And then at the same time, you've got that, like... You got all the reality shows that create celebrities out of nothing, right?
Yeah.
And it gives them this false fucking pretense that they're actually of value just because they were on TV for some fucking rubbish show.
You're either a royal or a sex symbol. And that's it. There's no really... There's no other way...
There's no in between.
There's no in between. There's no other way to get, like, famous.
Soon, they're going to have MMA fighters knocking each other out and fucking in the UFC in the octagon as well.
Do you know there is... Hang on.
Dude, that's the only way they're going to top it.
There is porn like that, where they fight, and then, like, obviously they're not, like...
Wait, it's scripted. It's not...
It's scripted.
It's not a reality show.
No, but, I mean, it's a thing. They stage the fight, and then they just start slaying. Fight porn or something? I don't know.
I remember seeing it. Some chick off Maths. She came out basically saying, you know, you're fucking haters. I'm this and I'm that. You're making me like I'm some sort of fake fucking thing, dude. She's had like nothing but procedures done for like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But it's I can't. There was that other guy. I think he was from The Bachelor. One of the Bachelor or Bachelorettes.
Yeah.
Right? I'm pretty sure it was The Bachelorette because it was a contestant on that. And, it's the Apollo guy. That's his name. I can't believe I actually remembered his name. Hang on. He came out like a while back, and he's like, "I'm fucking broke." You never heard about it?
No.
Oh, dude, it was all over the papers.
I mean, maybe I did. I don't remember the names.
Dude, it was fucking hilarious. I nearly deleted it the other day, and I'm like, nah, I gotta save this because I want to actually fucking bring it up. Hang on, where is he? Michael Cohen. I've got all these fucking screenshots of like articles of fucking politics and all types of shit.
You need to come better prepared.
Get fucked, man. I didn't have time. I had shit to do. Hang on. Where is it?
I've asked you one thing on my list.
Don't worry about your fucking list.
Oh,
Hang on. Let me just get through this. I've got to find this. This is important.
I'm still waiting for your favourite movie, bitch.
Oh, yeah. No, relax. That's not gone anywhere. Hang on a second. Oh, should I just fucking search it? Oh, yeah, hang on. I'll do this. This is easier. Rather than look for these old notes.
Oh, I can see your history from here.
Can you?
Yeah.
I never use this, so...
Oh, sure.
I'm serious.
I know what you're doing here on your solo podcast.
Australia.
ASMR. Yeah, how you guys going? I'm just going to get real close to the mic here.
You're fucked, man.
You going to eat a chip? Pass me those chips.
Have one.
ASMR.
They're yours, man. Have them.
No, they're yours. I brought them for you. I got a whole bag of them.
Here we go. Dude, this is what I was talking about.
Bachelor in Paradise star Polly Jackson reveals she's broke and jobless.
Yeah. This fucking annoyed me. Like, you have no idea how angry
I've
I
never
got.
watched The Bachelor.
I've watched like 20 seconds.
Oh,
of it.
Bachelorette.
Yeah, because he was a contestant. It was this dude with like massive abs.
Oh, of
and
course
they treated
it
him
is.
like a Greek god.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen Has there ever been like a average looking dude on there?
I don't know. They're all dickless, man, as far as I'm concerned.
Smooth.
Yeah. As he revealed, it's been almost a year since he worked. He had to cancel an upcoming show after selling only 11 tickets. As a result, he's been unable to afford a dentist and had his phone cut off, yeah? It's been a crappy few months. Entertainment has its ups and downs. The last few months leave me has challenged me intensely. Work's dried up. I only just 2 paying gigs this year. Blah, blah. Oh, yeah, that's it. This is also an MMA fighter.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. Subscriptions, both, my phone subscriptions, both entertainment and work cut off for the last few months. My stage show, I worked my ass off for 6 months, only sold 11 tickets. I had to cancel it. Training for my first MMA fighter, tore ligaments in both arms. Couldn't afford a dentist, exposed nerve, broken tooth, unable to sleep, blah, 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 blah. All this shit, yeah? Everything I've been working on for 8 months has been rejected, shut down, or a failure. This really spoke to me. And I'll tell you why.
Because you got abs?
No.
Oh.
I lost my abs the second I started driving a car.
Oh.
Legit.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that coincided with me drinking beer and being an adult.
While driving?
No.
Gotta choose your words carefully.
You're such a fuckhead. Dude, this actually spoke to me when it came out, and I remembered it, and it really pissed me off.
So in what way are we talking?
Okay. He's worked on his show for 8 months, and it sold 11 tickets.
Yeah, worked hard.
Yeah? Dude, I've been doing media since I was a fucking kid.
Yeah.
And I've had every project go up and down, like every other struggling musician, every other artist, people that fucking develop. Like, this podcast has been going for 3 years.
Yeah.
I haven't made $1 off it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah? But I pay every month to have the production costs of this place, man. The studio, the time, my time spent, everything. Yeah, that comes at a cost. This fuckwit gets on a reality show because of his abs.
Yeah.
Comes off it, thinks he's going to be some fucking mega celebrity. Realizes he has no fucking talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to properly get a job.
He actually hasn't realized that he has no talent. He's only realized that no one gives a shit about his talent.
He worked hard.
But he worked hard for 8 months.
Oh, it's so hard.
I had a fucking an exposed nerve in my tooth for a year and a half. And I literally only got rid of it. I basically had to take out a loan almost to pay for it.
Yeah.
I had a root canal, man.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, why didn't you do this ages ago? I'm like, because I had no money.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, welcome to reality.
Yeah. You haven't worked in how long? Go get a job like everyone else.
Yeah.
Get a yellow vest, sign up to your local recruiter, and get a fucking job.
Yeah.
Is it my problem that your dreams haven't come true?
White cards are like $40. You know? Get a white card, go hold the lollipop.
Dude, you thought you were going to be a fucking star from your stupid reality show?
Yeah.
You're just a shit person.
I think that's what a lot of people must think that. That's why they get on those reality
But that's what I'm saying, man. There are fucking musicians that literally work their entire lives. Artists, painters, poets, scriptwriters.
Yeah.
People that genuinely want to be in media.
Yeah.
And a lot of these celebrities, pseudo-celebrities, man, they were the other fuckwits at the Logies, like, you know, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Weren't actually invited to the Logies, so they just turned up. turned up and started posing for like, dude, there is nothing sadder.
That's pretty bad. That is, I think that's the height of sadness.
Dude, there is
in your
nothing
career.
sadder than not being invited to the Logies, thinking you deserved an invite, and just turning up and like posing.
That's like losing your job at Macca's and then turning up for shifts like a month later. Like in full uniform.
Yeah, man.
Jump behind the counter. Hey guys.
But these fuckwits, they were on a reality show doing nothing.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
pretty sad.
And then they come out. There's another one that's like a Kylie Jenner clone, basically, man. Just basically emulating whatever posts Kim Kardashian's making in Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
And getting on, and it's like, yeah, look at me, la la la. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. It's sad, man. I really don't want to know any of these.
Dude, I want to tweet Apollo Jackson and say to him, dude, you are a fuckwit. Like, go get a job. Like, here's a job, bro.
Yeah.
Go join fucking Staff Australia the same way every other fucking Aussie out there is doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He put up some sad story, I only sold 11 tickets. That's because you're shit.
To his family.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get, like, and that's the thing, like, with this podcast, man, like, I put that much work into it, and I understand, I don't have media backing of, like, The Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if he's
been on TV, for fuck's sake. Like, most people have seen his face on TV. Like,
yeah.
If that's not enough for
exposure
you to
like, do something.
Yeah. That's nuts. I find that completely ridiculous.
I'll be honest, man, like, I've been following the stats for this podcast, and all our listeners have picked up again. As in, like, it's starting to snowball.
You're welcome.
No, just the fact that it's back up, like, I'm not fucking paying for marketing or
I
anything.
saw some numbers, yeah.
Yeah, like, the numbers are going back up, and it means that people are starting to follow again, right? But I would never go out saying, poor me, I worked for 8 months.
Please listen to me. Please subscribe.
I sold 11 tickets. You fucking
I'm depressed.
idiot. I have to pay my fucking bills, man.
Well, they do say that one like is one prayer, and maybe if it's
dude,
one follow is $1 in your bank account.
There is nothing more that I hate than one like is one prayer. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know it's bad.
That just tees into the algorithm, so it just fucking keeps going round.
Do you know, before you picked me up, I was thinking of the whole thank God thing. You know how, like, ambulance will rock up and, like, save someone's life, or a fire brigade will rock up and save someone's life, and they're like, thank God you're safe. And it's like, no, thank fire brigade.
Dude, I have fucking a plethora of this fucking shit, like, just saved up, man. It's a joke.
Of what? Particles?
Yeah, just...